There's a lot of toys in this movie, because, it's in the title. I'm Sir Dinosaur from Planet X, and now it's time for a movie review. This movie begins with playtime. There's an evil toy shaped like a potato with a hat on, and the boy who's playing with the toy as a cowboy doll is the hero who's going to save all the other toys. There's a great song called You've Got a Friend in Me about friendship as the opening credits go, and we see the boy Andy playing all over the house with the cowboy doll whose name is Woody. They have lots of great times together until the song ends and Andy's mom says, "Hey, get your baby sister Molly since it's almost time for your birthday party." So Woody gets left on the bed and the kids are gone. Now Woody comes to life. Now the kids are gone, the coast is clear, so all the toys can come to life. Mr. Potato Head is annoyed that the baby sister played with him and messed up his face. There's a Slinky Dog, there's an RC car, there's Ham, who's a piggy bank, there's Sarge, who's in charge of all the green army dude figurines, there's an Etch-a-Sketch, millennials remember those, and there's Rex the green T-Rex, who is not scary at all. Honestly, Rex is my kind of dinosaur. I know he's a toy, but he seems like a fun guy. Also, there's Bo Peep, and I think Woody likes her. Actually, he likes her, and there are some light jokes between them that the grown-ups will understand. Woody leads all the toys in a meeting, and he's like, "Okay, y'all gotta get a moving buddy since the family is moving in a week to a new house. And oh, by the way, Andy's birthday party is today." All the toys are caught off guard since Andy's birthday is actually later, but his mom wanted to have his birthday party before the move. Some of the toys grumble though, since apparently Woody has been Andy's favorite toy forever. Woody seems to be under the impression that, since they are there for Andy when Andy needs them, the boy will love them and play with them forever. Oh, have I got some news for you. The toys all gather around the window since they're suspicious of all the presents. They're worried that Andy will find some new toy to be his favorite and they'll all get replaced. Honestly, I think this is a legitimate fear. Woody is pretty confident that everything will be fine, but he goes, "Alright, I'll placate the masses and send Sarge and the army dudes to do a recon mission." It's pretty cool how they parachute down and use a jump rope to shimmy down a floor and all march in formation. But they've all got to freeze when Mom opens the door and she steps on one of them. Ah! It's awful! Thankfully, Sarge rescues him though, while the other army dudes sneak a baby monitor into a houseplant so they can communicate with the other toys. Mr. Potato Head is rooting for one of the presents to be a Mrs. Potato Head since he wants a lady friend too. The presents are opened and none of them are super cool toys, so it seems like everything's fine. But then Mom pulls one extra present out of the closet. Uh-oh. All the kids get excited and they're carrying on, but they can't quite see what it is. Rex panics and knocks the batteries out of the baby monitor by accident. Whoops. So all the toys have to scramble to fix that and reset before the kids get upstairs. Interestingly, the kids slam the new present on the bed and Woody gets knocked off the bed in the process. Seems like foreshadowing to me. Mr. Potato Head, of course, immediately points out that Woody just got knocked off the bed by the new toy. Woody tries to save face and be like, "Okay, let's give the new toy a warm welcome." But he's a little intimidated to see the toy. It's an astronaut action figure, and his name is Buzz Lightyear. He's talking into his walkie like he's an astronaut on an alien planet journaling his experiences. Woody says hello, and Buzz totally freaks out, trying to shoot him with the laser on his arm. Buzz sees Woody's sheriff badge and identifies him as local law enforcement. Tell that to Potato Head, he'll laugh his face off. Then Buzz introduces himself to all the other toys as an astronaut. Buzz seems to be the only one there who doesn't realize that he is a toy. Meanwhile, the other toys point out that Buzz is a well-made toy. Woody is super jealous that Buzz is getting all this attention. Bo Peep is like, "Hey, don't worry about it. Not a big deal." So naturally, Woody openly challenges Buzz in front of the other toys, saying that he is not really an astronaut, he's just a toy. Buzz responds by revealing his Space Ranger wings and trying to fly, which ends up resulting in some cool-looking stunts. All the other toys are impressed, while Woody says, "That isn't flying, that's just falling with style." Remember, he said that. It'll come into play later. So yeah, Woody is a really sore loser, and he's like, whatever, everything will be back to normal in 2 days. Naturally, Buzz becomes the most popular toy immediately, supplanting Woody's role as Andy's favorite toy. There's a good song called Strange Things about how Woody is confused and aghast at what has been happening. Woody is now a bitter, snarky mess, and Bo Peep tries to cheer him up, but Mr. Potato Head is cracking jokes. Funnily enough, Buzz Lightyear still doesn't realize he's a toy. Woody is deeply annoyed by this, so he starts a fight with Buzz. He even deactivates Buzz's helmet, and Buzz thinks he's gonna die because of toxic air. But, oh hey, the air is breathable. He's really taking this I'm a space ranger thing pretty far. So Woody openly makes fun of Buzz and literally points and laughs at him. The whole thing is interrupted by hearing maniacal laughter from the neighbor kid, a boy named Sid, who likes to destroy things, and they see Sid blow up a toy. Yikes. The next morning, Andy's mom says, "Hey, I'm bringing you to Pizza Planet." Andy is all excited, and his mom says he can only bring one toy. Woody hopes it'll be him, but he's scared that Andy will pick Buzz instead. So Woody gives Buzz this bologna sandwich story about a toy being stuck and needing help, even though Woody put it there. So things go awry and Buzz accidentally gets knocked out the window. RC car fesses up and Potato Head accuses Woody of orchestrating this atrocity, and honestly they've got Woody dead to rights. On top of it all, Andy comes into the room, and since Buzz is not there, he begrudgingly grabs Woody on the way out. We see that Buzz is still alive and unharmed, but he's angry about what happened. So Buzz hitches a ride on the tailgate of Andy's mom's car. The other toys don't know that though, and they try using a string of monkeys to pull him up, and they're upset when that doesn't work. Once Andy's mom pulls over at a gas station, Buzz confronts Woody, and Woody is like, "Yay, I'm saved," which is not the appropriate response to the situation. Woody is being super selfish. He just wants to save face. Buzz is all like, "Well, on my planet, they would make me take the high road, but we're not on my planet." So he and Woody fight, and they fall out of the car, and the car leaves without them. Andy's mom left without them. Also, the family's gonna move in 2 days, so if Woody and Buzz don't get back home before then, they'll be lost forever. Woody tells Buzz about this very real problem, and Buzz blathers on about how Woody has impeded his rendezvous with Star Command, and his nemesis, the evil Emperor Zurg, is up to no good, and Buzz has to stop him, and blah, blah, blah. Woody gets all mad then and says, "You are a toy!" Yet Buzz still doesn't get it. Woody has had it up to here with this dude, but they put their issues to bed once Woody sees a Pizza Planet delivery car and sees the opportunity to rendezvous with Andy and his mom at the pizza place. So they stow away in the car, and Buzz has a comfy ride while Woody gets wrecked in the back. Haha. Woody and Buzz sneak into Pizza Planet, and honestly, this place looks pretty cool. If I was a kid and I got to go to Pizza Planet, I would think it's the coolest place ever. Buzz thinks the place is a spaceport, and he can get a spaceship there to hitch a ride back to Star Command, but Woody's just trying to get them both back to Andy. However, Buzz thinks that a version of the Claw game shaped like a rocket is an actual spaceship, so he dives in there. Woody goes after him. To his credit, Woody could have just abandoned Buzz and gone straight to Andy, but he instinctively did the right thing, so that's good. It's just an odd situation at first, because they see these three-eyed alien weirdos who are afraid of the Claw. But Woody sees that Sid is there, and he doesn't want Sid to get them since he'll blow them up. But the aliens get the wrong idea, so they unintentionally sabotage Woody, and Sid gets them both. At Sid's house, the first thing they see is Sid's angry dog Scud, who bites the alien and shakes it like an animal he's trying to kill. Sid even takes his little sister Hannah's doll and is like, "Oh, she's sick, so I gotta do an operation on her," which is code for "I'm gonna maul that toy just cause it'll make my sister upset." Sure enough, Sid takes Woody and Buzz up to his room, and they see how Sid replaces his sister's doll's head with a pterodactyl toy head, just to make his sister scream and be upset. What a jerk. This is the part where Woody is starting to turn a corner for me. He realizes that Buzz does not understand the true dynamic of the situation, and he doesn't appreciate the context of where they are and how to deal with problems. So it's up to Woody to make sure that he and Buzz make decisions based on what's real, not the fictional Star Command that Buzz is always talking about. Meanwhile, the other toys see that Andy and his mom return home, and Andy is bothered since Woody is lost. He's got to be thinking he's losing his mind since his toys are literally wandering off after he's left them in secure places. The next morning at Sid's house, Sid starts the day by trying to use a magnifying glass to burn a hole in Woody's forehead. What a psycho. But he leaves the door open, so Woody and Buzz make for the door. Woody uses Buzz's karate chop button, that Buzz doesn't even know about, to get out of the room where the toys block it, but Scud the angry dog is at the bottom of the stairs. What to do. Woody accidentally gives away their position when his pull string gets caught on the railing and says one of his canned cowboy catchphrases. So they run back into Sid's bedroom and suddenly Star Command is on the TV. Buzz gets excited at first, but then he sees that it's a commercial for the Buzz Lightyear toy. It's a big wake-up call. The commercial even says that Buzz Lightyear is not a flying toy. Ouch. I know Buzz Lightyear's insistence that he's a real astronaut was getting pretty ridiculous, but there is something sad about seeing him disabuse of that notion. Buzz gets to the top of the railing, sees the open window, and tries to fly outside, but he falls, of course, and his arm pops out of its socket. Not good. Hannah finds Buzz at the bottom of the stairs and she brings him upstairs to her room and puts him in a tea party outfit with the other headless dolls that she's reclaimed after Sid has maimed them. The whole thing is pretty demented, honestly. Buzz is having a major identity crisis because his whole deal is that he's a space ranger when in reality he's just a toy. He's being wacky and acting all depressed. Woody sees his other toy friends at Andy's house right across the way, and he tries to convince them that Buzz is alive and well so that they can get back home by climbing across using Christmas lights as a rope. Since Buzz is too depressed to function right now, Woody concocts a bogus skit using Buzz's amputated arm, but the other toys, particularly Mr. Potato Head, think he's a liar. Right as Woody has them convinced, he accidentally shows them Buzz's unattached toy arm, and the other toys are all really shocked and horrified. From a toy perspective, you gotta admit this is pretty grotesque. Thankfully, it's toys going through this, not people, so it's all safe for kids to watch. Sid's messed up toys all grab Buzz, and Woody thinks they're gonna eat him or something, but turns out they put his arm back on and fixed him. There we go. But then Sid comes in and he's got some rocket called the Big One. All the other toys are hiding, but not Buzz. So Sid is all like, I always wanted to put a spaceman into orbit. But it rains, thankfully, so his launch is going to be delayed until the next morning. Back at Andy's house, Andy is worried that they're not going to be able to find Woody and Buzz before the move. His mom says it'll be okay, but I think she's just saying whatever she has to say to make the kid go to sleep. Also, it looks like the other toys have given up. Things are getting a bit grim. Woody asks Buzz for help since he's stuck under a crate, but Buzz is like, you were right the whole time, Woody. I can't do anything because I'm just a toy and my life is meaningless. But Woody gives him a pep talk about how Buzz is a cool toy and he brings light to Andy's world, which means a lot. But honestly, Buzz is too cool from Woody's perspective. Woody's wondering how could Andy ever want to play with me when he's got Buzz Lightyear? Woody sincerely says, forget about me, you should get out while you can. And I think Buzz realizes that he really is needed, and even though he's a toy, he's still got a lot of value. The moving van has arrived at Andy's house though, so they gotta hurry up. But Sid's alarm clock goes off before they can escape. He grabs Buzz and runs downstairs to go blow him up. Not good. Woody tries to follow but gets stopped by the dog. He's desperate, so he rallies the other toys, Sid's Frankenstein monster toys, to help. So Woody and Sid's other toys band together and spring into action. They use a doorbell and a toy car to distract Scud, while also getting Hannah to open the door. Hannah shuts the door on the dog, so now Scud is trapped outside, and Woody and the other toys escape outside using different routes. Buzz is still strapped to a rocket, but Woody arrives and he's like, it's okay, we got this under control. You sure about that, Woody? Sid just put you on the grill like he's gonna fry you. Sid is about to light Buzz's rocket, but Woody distracts him by activating his recorder. He uses it to talk to Sid, and as he does so, the other toys come to life all at once, scaring the bejeebus out of him. Sid freaks out and runs away and tries to go crying to his sister, but she thinks it's funny. Haha. But they're not out of the woods yet. Andy and his mom are about to leave. They're out of time. Woody gets to the car, but Buzz still has the rocket strapped to him. Once again, Woody could just ditch Buzz forever, but he chooses to go back for him. Woody is a full-on good guy now, but Scud notices. Uh-oh. Buzz and Woody get to the moving truck, but Scud gets Woody in his clutches. Now it's Buzz's turn to save Woody. Buzz is stuck back there dealing with the dog, so Woody breaks into the moving van and tries to find help. Woody gets RC car and kicks him out of the van to use him to get Buzz. This works, but the other toys think he's a murderer trying to get rid of the competition since that's what they think he did to Buzz. Buzz and RC car get clear of the dog, and the dog gets stuck in traffic, but the other toys throw Woody out of the van. But thankfully, Buzz drives up and picks up Woody, and the binoculars toy sees that Woody was indeed helping Buzz, so Bo Peep mobilizes the other toys to help. One toy lowers the moving ramp, and Slinky tries to help Woody get onto it. But RC Car is running out of batteries, so they're slowing down, and Slinky's getting overextended. There's a brief funny bit where they're listening to Hakuna Matata in the car, since The Lion King just came out the year before this movie, and then Slinky loses his grip on Woody and Buzz and gets launched back into the van. Not good. Woody ends up accidentally figuring out how to use Sid fire skills to light the fuse on the rocket, which can get them back in the van, but then they'll all blow up. Uh-oh. They let go of RC Car, so he gets launched into the van and knocks Mr. Potato Head's face off. But the rocket is leading them straight up in the air. What are they gonna do? Buzz opens his wings, and the rocket goes boom without blowing them up. Now Buzz is gliding through the air, and here's the best part of the movie. Woody realizes what's happening. He's awestruck, and he says, "Buzz, you're flying!" And Buzz says, "This isn't flying, this is falling with style." And I'm like, oh yeah! It's cool, it's satisfying, and you feel like these guys finally understand each other. Buzz drops them both into the open sunroof of Andy's mom's car. Andy is really excited to see he's got his toys back, and that's what it's all about. At Christmas, everyone is in a good mood. With the help of her sheep, Bo Peep gets Woody under some mistletoe. Ayy! And then it's Buzz Lightyear's turn to be nervous. The presents start to come in. First one is a Mrs. Potato Head. Hooray! Mr. Potato Head says, "I need to shave." And he takes off his mustache, which is pretty funny. Woody's all like, "Look, Buzz, what toy could possibly be cooler than you?" Turns out, it's a dog. This movie is unbelievably good the whole time. It's fun. It's funny. It's thrilling. It's a heartwarming story about family, rivalry, and focusing on what's important. And also, it's the first fully computer animated feature film ever, which is like crazy, honestly. Kind of like the original Snow White, this is the first ever movie made in this way, and also it's actually one of the best movies ever made, period. On a scale of 1 to 10, this movie is like a 25, and it is certainly good for kids!